Have you ever walked out of a grocery store lately and thought, wait, how did I just spend $90 on snacks and toothpaste? You're not crazy. And no, it's not just inflation. This is the new financial battlefield. Welcome to the cost of living crisis. A silent economic storm sweeping across Europe and America, shrinking paychecks, crushing dreams, and stretching every dollar like never before. And if you're between 18 and 30, trying to build your life, this crisis is not a footnote. It's your headline. In this video, we'll unpack why the crisis is happening, how it's shifting the future of money, and most importantly, how to fight back smart. Stick around, because at the end, I'll show you the wealth strategy that the elite don't want you to understand. If squirrels can plan for winter, why can't we plan for rising rent? Stay with me. Point 1, the invisible tax, inflation's hidden hand. Inflation. The word your grandpa warned you about, but in 2025, it's not just a concept. It's an invisible tax. Your paycheck. It's buying 10 to 20% less than it did just a few years ago. And unlike normal taxes, you don't vote for this one, it just happens, silently. Governments printed money to survive the pandemic. But when that tidal wave of cash hit supply shortages, boom! Prices exploded. And the kicker? Wages didn't catch up. It's like running on a treadmill while the speed keeps increasing. You're working harder, but staying in place. But inflation is only one piece of the trap. The next one's even sneakier, and way more personal. Point 2, the rent trap. Why housing feels unattainable. Rent prices are ballooning. But guess what? It's not just demand. In cities across Europe and America, housing supply is broken. Regulations, construction delays, and investor hoarding have squeezed the market dry. Even worse, many millennials and Gen Z are now perma-renters, spending 40 to 60% of income on housing. That's not a budget. That's modern-day serfdom. Imagine, if Netflix charged rent. You'd cancel it in 10 seconds. So why do we tolerate rent that eats half our paycheck? But here's the real sting. While we're stuck renting, the wealthy are buying properties like Monopoly pieces. They win the game before we even pass go. And yet, there's one more chokehold left to explore. It's not about what you spend, it's about what you're not earning. Point 3, the wage freeze. Why work no longer works. Your grandparents bought homes with one salary. You can't even afford avocado toast without budgeting apps. Why? Because wages haven't kept pace with productivity for decades. We're producing more. Working faster. Hustling harder. But real wages? Flat. In many sectors, corporate profits hit record highs, but the workers didn't get the slice. This isn't a glitch. It's a feature of modern capitalism. And that's why relying only on a job is no longer a strategy. It's a trap. So what's the escape plan? The smart move? We'll get to that, but first, one more piece of the puzzle. Point 4, debt culture. The poison in the punch. They tell us we're free. But we're drowning in chains, made of plastic and paper. Consumer debt in the US just hit $17.5 trillion. Student loans. Crushing. BNPL. A trap dressed as convenience. We've normalized debt. Glorified it, even. But here's a truth bomb. If you need debt to maintain your lifestyle, you're not living rich, you're living leveraged. Your bank isn't your buddy. Unless your buddy charges 24% interest and hides it in fine print. So now that we've exposed the battlefield, what's the counterattack? The truth is, wealth in this era doesn't come from working harder. It comes from thinking differently. Start with this mindset shift, don't just earn. Build. Own. Compound. Track every dollar. Build side skills. Learn where to put your money so it multiplies while you sleep. Yes, the system is broken, but that's exactly why there's opportunity. While the masses panic, the strategic ones plant seeds. And speaking of planting seeds, ever heard of a simple financial habit that can turn a few dollars today into six figures tomorrow? That's the power of compounding, the secret weapon every 20-something must master. If you felt the squeeze of this cost of living crisis, you're not alone. But you don't have to play defense forever. Start building offense. Tap into the power of time, consistency, and compounding. Your financial breakthrough could be one mindset shift away.